Ben & Jerry and Unilever have decided to single out Israel for a boycott. We've done some research now and discovered that Unilever is one of the worst human rights facilitators in the world.
Right.
It goes great lengths to avoid the Iranian boycott and has subordinate companies selling to Iran. It sells to Cuba. Ben & Jerry's uses sugar and cocoa gotten from child labor and other violations of core basic human rights. So we're going to be bringing lawsuits against Unilever and Ben & Jerry, and we're going to get discovery. And we're going to prove to the world that these are the two most hypocritical countries, hypocritical companies on earth. They ought to look in the mirror and see what they're doing in terms of human rights instead of trying to pick on the only democracy in the Middle East and a country that has one of the best human rights records faced with threats of the kind that are faced by Israel, and who has offered to end the occupation if the Palestinians only sit down. So Unilever, Ben & Jerry, we're declaring war on you, and you will lose this war because you have a lot to hide, and we will just bring it out and disclose it in discovery.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I told my wife don't buy Ben & Jerry's anymore, just from, and nothing to do with that, but purely to do with the fact that they were just a totally woke company. I didn't want to put up with their garbage. They make fantastic ice cream, which really hurt my soul, but I vote with my dollars. You know, we have a... I'm sorry, go ahead.
400 calories, and it's loaded with fat. I used to say, but I love Breyer's ice cream, but now I learned that Breyer's is also owned by Unilever. So I'm now relegated to Dove Bars. Dove Bars has a good human rights record, so that's what I've been eating.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.